In a few short years, the Keanu Reeves-led John Wick franchise has grown into one of the most popular and recognizable film series in the world. While it often receives the bulk of its praise for its visual presentation and seamless fight sequences, it doesn't get nearly enough credit for its world building. The lore behind the John Wick universe and the characters that inhabit it are incredibly interesting to dive into. Chief among these entities is the mysterious and disheveled Bowery King brought to life by the legendary Laurence Fishburne. First introduced in John Wick Chapter 2, the Bowery King presents himself as nothing more than a homeless man with an affinity for pigeons. This description, however, hardly scratches the surface of who he really is.
Yes, killing someone who has a seat at the high table does create a problem. But it's your problem, baby.
In John Wick Chapter 2, after Santino D'Antonio puts a $7 million bounty on John Wick's head, he's on the run from every able-bodied assassin in the world. With no supplies and a dwindling chance of survival, he turns to the Bowery King for assistance, who hesitantly supplies him with a handgun and only 7 rounds, one for each million. During their meeting, they briefly touch on their shared history and how Wick's past change of heart led to the King's unofficial coronation. Years before the events of the John Wick films, the man who would become the Bowery King was the titular assassin's target. The two faced off and Wick came out the victor but elected not to finish his opponent off, instead leaving him wounded. This defeat drove the Bowery King to quietly climb the ladder in the criminal underworld, eventually taking hold of his headquarters called the Soup Kitchen and recruiting New York City's panhandlers and street beggars to his cause. Even though his operation is largely undercover, the Bowery King's system of spies and informants didn't go unnoticed at the high table. The two groups began collaborating as soon as the Soup Kitchen became the epicenter of the Bowery King's network, with the King offering up its services in exchange for the high table's resources. Although the likes of Winston and Sophia ran their respective continental hotels under high table jurisdiction, the King did things a bit differently out of his own hubris and self-interest. Screenwriter Derek Kolstad spoke to Inverse and elaborated on how the Bowery King's operation tends to rub the high table the wrong way. He said, "We find out the assassin's world is split between those who operate under certain guidelines and those who don't. The Bowery King never pledged any honest fealty to the high table and continued to run fairly independently from them, much to their dismay.
No, there will be no replacement for me on the throne, because I am the throne, baby! I am the Bowery!"
This is why they didn't mind sending assassins to his doorstep to wipe out his people and maim him for aiding John Wick, even before he was labeled excommunicado. Suffice to say, their mutual arrangement has come to its conclusion for the time being. However, the Bowery King seems like he'll still play a major role in the franchise. There are a handful of John Wick fans who've cooked up some very interesting theories about what could be coming in future installments. One of the most popular subsets of them connects the John Wick universe to that of The Matrix, which also starred Keanu Reeves and Laurence Fishburne. As one would imagine, a theory involving The Matrix tends to get a bit meta the deeper the rabbit hole goes. The bare bones of it are that John Wick's adventures are all part of a computer simulation that Neo is experiencing inside the world of The Matrix, and the Bowery King is a construct of Fishburne's character from The Matrix, Morpheus, trying to awaken Neo to fight their oppressors. It's a lot.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Fan theories aside, Fishburne turned out to be an excellent addition to the cast of John Wick, and the Bowery King character fit perfectly into the films. Fishburne's casting is actually based on the friendship and respect that he and Reeves have for one another, as Fishburne tells it in an interview on the Film Is Now YouTube channel. Fishburne said he actually spoke with Reeves after seeing the first John Wick film and told him he'd love to be a part of the sequel. This prompted Reeves to put in a good word for his friend with the directors, and the rest is history. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.